So Clarkson, one of 4 new Cavaliers who are all balling since the trades that brought them to Cleveland. We mentioned Clarkson's numbers. Hood, about 12 points in 24 minutes. Hill, 11 points in 28. And Nance, about 10 points in 22 minutes. That is terrific efficiency and productivity from these players. Clarkson shooting 54% from the field and 38% on threes since he joined the Cavaliers, kind of giving you some stats to echo how much easier it is to play with LeBron James. And LeBron's coming off a triple-double, 18, 14, and 11 in Friday's win over the Grizzlies. And Brendan, your former teammate, what do you expect from him? He loves Greg Popovich. Pop loves LeBron. So nice game within the game there?
Yeah, Pop loves LeBron, LeBron loves Pop, but this is not about that. LeBron doesn't care who's on the sideline. He doesn't worry about the friendship. He wants to go out there and continue to lead this team and get this team ready to make a championship run. Everything they do right now is building blocks for trying to get these Cavaliers players, especially the new guys, ready to make this run. Some of these guys haven't experienced deep playoff runs. Guys like Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance, they don't know what playoff basketball is about. LeBron understands that. He understands, hey, this is a build. This is almost like when he first came back to the Cleveland Cavaliers, when he said, every day we have to build the right way because these guys don't know what it is to be a champion yet. They're in the same position now. They have to build from the ground up and make sure these guys understand the right way to win.
Can't wait to see how it works out on Sunday afternoon. Now for the Spurs. With Kawhi out, they're led by LaMarcus Aldridge, of course, their all-star, 38 points in 36 minutes in Friday's loss in Denver. Czar, do the Spurs need more from LaMarcus Aldridge or the others if they want to beat the Cavs?
I think LaMarcus Aldridge has given them just about as much as you can expect out of a player. And after the great summit took place in the summertime between Greg Popovich and LaMarcus Aldridge, this is the LaMarcus Aldridge that we remember from his Portland days. And, credit to Pop for allowing this player to go back. And in Pop's words, I told him to do what he likes to do and feels comfortable doing at the offensive end of the floor. He said, I stopped trying to coach him too much, and he's returned to feeling comfortable now at the offensive end. But the answer to your question is, it's the other guys. Just how much can they get out from that surrounding cast of characters? Because he's given you an all-star season. His numbers are way up there compared to a year ago. We'll see if anyone else can step it up.
Somebody to keep an eye on is Rudy Gay in that game. Came back from a long absence on Friday. It'll be his second game back. He is on restricted minutes. But let's talk Sixers and Wizards. Bradley Beal has 30 or more points in 2 of his last 4 games. He's been awesome since John Wall went down. What has impressed you most?
I've just been impressed with the way he's been able to get his shot. He's been able to get his numbers. But guess what? At the same time, he still has moved the ball. And like he says, everybody eats. So right now, he's getting his numbers. His team is winning, and the Wizards are still getting assists. Before the All-Star break, multiple 30-plus assist games for this team. So I love the fact that he's able to get his numbers, but it's not a selfish come-down and jack bad shots type of situation. It's, hey, I'm playing winning basketball, doing my thing, and my team is benefiting from it.
So let's talk about Joel Embiid. And, Coach, as you look at the Wizards and what they have up front, do they have an answer for the process?
He's a handful. Okay, let me put it that way.
You don't have to be diplomatic, Coach. You can tell them, hell no.
Well, as Brendan just said, hell no. Okay, because they may have to start, getting into double-team situations with him and rotating, which you'd rather stay away from if possible. But if you have to do it because he's just dominating, Mr. Gortat's got a long game coming up against this big guy. I don't think he's capable of doing it by himself.
Interesting. I like Joel Embiid's chances of having a very, very big game on Sunday night. Let's shift gears here and talk Rockets and Nuggets. Now, this will be a test for the Rockets at altitude against a very good team. And, Brendan, they're riding an 11-game winning streak right now, 5 more, and they match the Celtics for the longest winning streak this season. But first, they got to get by the Nugs. Do you like their chances or not?
Well, I love Houston. Every time they step on the court, they're the best team right now in the NBA. I love the winning streak they're on. I like how they play. When they almost have a double-point guard lineup. When you talk about Chris Paul and Harden, they find Capella rolling down the middle of the floor. And when they don't find him, guess what? That means they're skipping to the weak side for shooters like Trevor Ariza. The Rockets have a great chance in any ball game they're in because of the way they play. They get the game up and down. Denver will run with them. And then at the same time, they're able to find three-point shots, share the ball. Very unselfish. They routinely pass up the good shot to get a great shot. Those teams are always dangerous and always have a chance to win. I like the Rockets in this ball game.
Coach, Nikola Jokic has 3 consecutive triple-doubles. Do we talk about him enough?
Probably not. We probably don't realize it because he's such an unselfish player and the willingness that he is to give the ball up, and they play so much through him where he starts out getting the first pass and then they run their cuts and splits, and he's such a willing passer of the basketball rather than him truly trying to take over and show us what he can do individually. And they had a big decision to make when Nuggets had two very talented centers. One they decided to move on to Portland, one they decided to keep. So hopefully for them, they kept the right one.
Well, look, I mean, it worked out for both teams. Nurkic is a beast for Portland, and obviously Denver's very happy with the scenario where Nikola Jokic has taken off and one of the best bigs in the NBA. So we take a break here on Game Time presented by State Farm. Timberwolves All-Star Jimmy Butler left Friday's game with a right knee injury. We have the